we might not agree on those things, but we'll have a genuine discussion about those things. Now, for me, prayer is a placebo. I've never been the praying sort. And when I went to the last Beaches and Dunes conference, someone referred to me as an activist, which set my hackles up. I was like, no, I'm not looking to get arrested here, bro. But at heart, an activist, I guess, is a person who goes and does something that is in accordance with the beliefs that they hold. So one of the reasons why I'm here today is to urge you all to be activists. And the method by which I'm presenting the possibility of you being activists is by inviting you to adopt a 1 mile out of our 7-mile stretch of beach. So we meet quarterly, and we try to clean the entire beach, but sometimes we'll only have 20, 30 people. And for 1 mile stretch of beach, it takes 10 people about 2 hours. And then you can do the math back from there. But the more people that you have, the deeper cleaning that you can get. So I'm not talking about just picking up the bottles and picking up the big trash. I'm talking about the impacted plastic that is creeping our way into the dune system. The stuff that's been ground up, degraded by the sun. So if we can put together 30 people out of your group, then we'll do what's called forming a MOOC line. And that will be just everybody walks arm in arm down the beach picking up everything. And in that way, what we're doing is we are joining a community, an intentional community. A community that says, hey, y'all are leaving a mess, we're going to pick it up. And it was really difficult for me at first because anger is one of the first emotions that I experienced when we were doing the beach cleanups. I would be angry at these people for doing this. And then after a while, I had to let go of that anger because I found out that it was detracting from my joy, right? The joy in community, the joy in collaborative effort. It was being detracted from by getting angry at these people who did these things. And then later on, I was able to let that go. And now when I'm driving down the beach, if I see a big mess that somebody left, sure, I might cuss them a little bit under my breath. But what I'm seeing is an opportunity for my beliefs to be expressed through direct action. And it never ceases to amaze me how many people can armchair quarterback this kind of thing. We would say, yes, it's horrible. You shouldn't be leaving your trash. Well, yeah, sure, I'll grant you that. But you sitting there and saying that doesn't change anything. Because if you think that those people who went out to the beach and left that trash didn't know that it wasn't the right thing to do, you are wrong. They left it there because they don't care. Maybe we can say some of them were not educated. But it's kind of hard for me to stand here and tell you with a straight face that no one understands that the trash you leave on the beach is not just going to magically disappear. It's got to go somewhere. And Burner Beach is home to several endangered species, one of which being the Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. And so when the Kemp's sea turtle, they take about 45 minutes and they roll in on the shore, they find a spot, they dig a hole, they leave their stuff, and then they roll back out. And they're gone. But if they don't have a habitat in which they feel comfortable to clutch, and that's laying of the eggs, they'll turn around and split. And they might not even nest that good. So every time that we come together to clean up the beach, we do that with a mindset of we are helping the planet maintain itself in a way that we couldn't do just from sitting at home. So in the end, I would like to invite you all to come to the Burners Without Borders Facebook page. There's Burners Without Borders, Corpus Christi. And I can make sure that you guys get the information of when we're going to be having our events. And we can even set it up with whoever's in charge to say, yes, we'd like to pick up 1 mile of that 7-mile stretch of beach, and we would agree to come out and pick up trash 4 times a year. Or if you can't make it 4 times a year, come 3 times a year. Just let us know, we'll pick up the rest. And then once the trash gathering has all been completed, then we welcome you to come to the bowl with us. And the bowl is basically what's called a blowout. This is where the sand dunes have been breached by natural occurring forces. And it's created a nice big inlet. And it's about 2.5 miles down from Bob Hall Pier to the south, heading towards Pence. And this is where we set up our headquarters. Now, we do, in general, will bring food that we'll share, but it's not guaranteed. Because we're all responsible for our own experience. And if you're able to bring a gift, then by all means, I know there's going to be a grill there. So just bring some sausages, and we'll throw them on there. But in the end, we all have to be activists. We all have to do more than pay our taxes. Because obviously, it's not enough. Right? If it was enough, we wouldn't have to pick up that trash. There would be magically gone. But unfortunately, it's not the case. And we live in a time right now where we say, no new taxes. Or they're rolling back taxes. And yet, as the world goes on, don't all things get more expensive? Right? So what we as conscientious individuals have to do is preventatively pay those taxes, conscientiously, through our effort and through donating our time, not necessarily your money, because a pile of money is still trash on the beach. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.